One by one, protesters filed into Congressman Vern Buchanan's Sarasota office, making their statement without saying a single word. A symbolic gesture, they say, because they feel their voices have been silenced.
We have been here weeks on end, delivering letters, speaking with his staff, and nothing has been heard.
We want to talk to Vern!
Other protesters more vocal.
I consider him missing in action.
Don't be a chicken. Show up.
But all with the same message, accusing Congressman Vern Buchanan of intentionally avoiding constituents by choosing not to hold a town hall meeting during congressional recess week, as is often tradition.
If we can't be heard, then what are we living in? It's not a democracy.
Buchanan is one of many elected officials nationwide that's feeling the heat, from missing posters to newspaper ads to milk cartons. Constituents across the country say their elected officials are missing in action. Liberals using tactics similar to the Tea Party that grilled Democrats during the Obama administration, showing up in large numbers to town halls to push back against the new administration's policies. But some GOP leaders say the rowdy crowds could pose a security risk, others saying those meetings are simply not productive. Senator Marco Rubio says he hasn't held any town halls or open forums for that very reason. His explanation captured on this cell phone video.
Do a town hall for us to hear your people?
Not because town halls, people get rude and stupid on both sides.
But you hear the people.
I've heard the people.
Buchanan, on the other hand, is known for regularly holding town hall meetings. His spokeswoman tells us he was unable to hold a meeting during that time because he was in Afghanistan meeting with Florida troops. And Buchanan says he fully intends to hold a town hall meeting in the near future.
Since I've been serving, I do more town halls probably than any other member of Congress. I was out of town, otherwise I probably would have done a town hall by now, but we're going to have one in the near future. I know there's a lot of passion, so people have the right to express themselves, and I'm going to be there to listen.
Buchanan's former staffer, Republican State Committeeman Christian Ziegler, says he's always been an accessible congressman.
Joins not only town halls, but he does teletown halls where he'll call people while he's in D.C., and he does Insta-polls and emails, so he's trying every effort he can to get feedback from constituents.
But Ziegler says the current conversation is far from productive.
And unfortunately, what the left is doing is they're just whining. They're in the way and they're whining. So it's time to remove them and really focus on governing and let the adults govern so we can get some stuff done in this country.
Former Democratic State Representative Keith Fitzgerald, who ran against Congressman Buchanan in 2012, says whining or not, listening to those with differing opinions is part of the job.
Very few human beings on the face of the earth get to be a member of Congress. One of the tough parts that comes with it is you have to meet your constituents even when they're unhappy. Show up and do your job.
Fitzgerald also likens today's movement to the Tea Party movement and admits Democratic representatives were as flustered by those passionate activists. But he says it's still crucial for all voices to be heard.
What they had to do was muster up the courage to weather that and to talk to these people and listen to these people. And that's exactly what's called for in this situation. And it is a matter of courage.